The 4 best gaming laptops end summer and start autumn 2024. Buying a new gaming laptop can be overwhelming, as new models with the latest and greatest hardware are being released all the time. There are a few key aspects to consider when shopping. First, you'll want to look at CPU and GPU performance, and keep performance over time in mind. No one likes to see their frames tank during long gaming sessions due to thermal throttling. For the display, focus on refresh rate, motion performance, and VRR support to ensure your gameplay looks smooth and feels responsive. A good keyboard that gives clear tactile feedback and won't cause fatigue over long gaming sessions is important, too. If you don't plan on using a headset, you might want to consider the fan noise, as most gaming laptops can get pretty loud under load. Finally, the laptop's portability and battery life are important if you plan on gaming on the go. Regardless, keep a charger close, as gaming laptops are power-hungry machines. We've tested over 130 laptops. Below are our recommendations for the best gaming laptops you can buy. You can also see our recommendations for the best laptops, the best budget and cheap gaming laptops, and the best Windows laptops. If you need to upgrade your wireless network at home to get the best online gaming experience, check out our recently launched router reviews and our recommendations for the best Wi-Fi routers. Best gaming laptop: Dell Alienware M18 2 2024. The best gaming laptop we've tested is the Dell Alienware M18 2 2024. This large 18-inch model delivers a fantastic gaming experience with high, consistent frame rates. It's available with fast Intel 14th Gen CPUs and discrete NVIDIA GPUs, up to a Core i9-14900HX and an RTX 4090, respectively. Display options include a 480Hz FHD Plus and 165Hz QHD Plus IPS panel, so you can choose whether you want smoother motion and better responsiveness or a sharper image. Both displays have a fast response time to deliver a clear image with minimal ghosting and VRR to reduce screen tearing. Online gamers will be happy to hear it has Wi-Fi 7 and an Ethernet port to ensure a fast, reliable internet connection. Of course, the main downside is portability, as it's a bulky, heavy laptop that's more of a desktop replacement. It's also quite expensive. If you want to save some money, it may be cheaper to get a configuration with less RAM and storage up front, since you can upgrade these components later on. For gaming on the go, we recommend the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 2024. This popular 14-inch model feels remarkably well built and is easy to carry around. Plus, unlike the Dell Alienware, it has a sleeker, more subdued design, so it won't stick out in a professional environment should you use it for work. The downside is that because it's a smaller laptop with more limited cooling, you have to compromise a bit on performance. The available AMD Ryzen CPUs aren't nearly as fast, and you can only get up to an RTX 4070 GPU running at a lower 90W TGP. Also, while its OLED display is bright and colorful, it has a lower refresh rate of 120 Hz, so the overall gaming experience won't feel as smooth or responsive as the Dell. Storage configuration maxes out at 1 TB, which isn't a lot considering the size of modern games, but thankfully, the SSD is user replaceable. Best mid-range gaming laptop: Lenovo Legion Pro 5 Gen 8 16 2023. If you want something a little cheaper, check out our best mid-range pick, the Lenovo Legion Pro 5 Gen 8 16 2023. Available with AMD Ryzen 7040 series CPUs and NVIDIA 40 series GPUs up to an RTX 4070, this 16-inch model also delivers an excellent gaming experience. Its GPU actually runs at a higher 140W TDP than the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 2024 above, so it can push more frames. However, the Asus comes with newer and faster AMD Ryzen 8040 series CPUs, is more portable, and provides a more premium user experience overall. You'll have to decide what's better for your use case. For the display, you can choose between a 165Hz or a 240Hz QHD plus IPS panel. Both have a fast response time and FreeSync support. It has a tactile, full-size keyboard, Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity, and tons of ports, including an HDMI 2.1 and Ethernet. Unfortunately, the USB-CS only support USB 3.2 Gen 2 transfer speeds, which are much slower than the Thunderbolt 4 ports on the Dell Alienware M18 or two 2024 laptops mentioned above. Wireless connectivity is also a slight downgrade, as it only supports Wi-Fi 6E instead of the latest Wi-Fi 7 standards. Best Budget Gaming Laptop: Asus TUF Gaming A16 Advantage Edition 2023. The best budget gaming laptop we've tested is the Asus TUF Gaming A16 Advantage Edition 2023. You can get this laptop in a Ryzen 7 7735HS or Ryzen 9 7940HS CPU configuration paired with an AMD Radeon RX 6700S or Radeon RX 7700S. Every configuration can deliver high, consistent frame rates in demanding AAA games at 1080p or 1440p. Display options include a 165Hz FHD Plus or a 240Hz QHD Plus panel. Both are 16-inch panels that support variable refresh rates to reduce screen tearing. This laptop sports a solid port selection for peripherals and external displays, including an Ethernet and HDMI 2.1 port. The RAM and storage are user replaceable, providing a clear upgrade path down the line. Thermal throttling is minimal under load, but the laptop does get hot and loud. Thankfully, there aren't any hot spots around the WASD keys. This laptop also isn't particularly portable as it's relatively bulky. And you'll need to carry along its fairly beefy charger for use on the go, as its battery life lasts a little over an hour when gaming. Best Gaming Chromebook: Acer Chromebook Plus 516GE 2024. The best gaming Chromebook we've tested is the Acer Chromebook Plus 516GE 2024. Unlike our picks above, this device runs Chrome OS, an operating system that isn't typically associated with gaming. You can play mobile games from the Google Play Store, but the main focus is on cloud gaming through services like NVIDIA GeForce Now. Besides, this laptop only has integrated graphics, which aren't powerful enough to handle highly demanding games, and some mobile games from the Google Play Store might not run properly. With many lacking keyboard, mouse, and controller support. GeForce Now has a free tier, though you'll have to pay if you want the best experience with higher frame rates and longer play sessions. The laptop comes with a 3-month trial. As for the build and design of the laptop, this 2024 model is very similar to its predecessor, the Acer Chromebook 516GE 2022. The overall build quality is good, and while it's on the bulkier side, it isn't too heavy, so it's still portable. Its 16-inch 120Hz QHD Plus display looks very sharp and gets bright enough for use in most indoor settings. The response time is a bit slow, but better than most productivity laptops, so there isn't too much ghosting behind fast-moving objects. You get Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity and an Ethernet port, which is great, as cloud gaming performance is highly dependent on your internet connection. The keyboard feels spacious and tactile, doesn't get hot under load, and has RGB backlighting. The most significant upgrade over the 2022 model is battery life. You can get almost 10 hours in light uses and over 5 hours when gaming. Notable mentions: Asus ROG Zephyrus G16 2024 GU605. For those seeking to combine high-end hardware with the visual fidelity of a 2.8K 240Hz OLED display, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G16 2024 GU605 is a good alternative to the Dell Alienware M18 or 2024. However, the Asus Intel Meteor Lake CPU is slower, and the laptop was experiencing software bugs that limited its performance at the time of review. so check if these issues have been resolved before making your buying decision. Asus TUF-F15 2022. The Asus TUF-F15 2022 is a cheaper alternative to the Asus TUF Gaming A16 Advantage Edition 2023. It's very similar to the A16 in design and build, however, it's available with Intel CPUs and NVIDIA 30 series GPUs. It's discontinued, though, so it may be harder to find.